Good morning, welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn, and my card today that I'd like to share with you and teach you is this little cutie. It features the Hippest Hippos Celebration stamp set and the Celebration Hippo dies and the amazing Phrasing Celebration stamp set. So you would have to have quite a large order to get all of these in as your rewards, but you might be able to use this idea and adapt it for other stamps that you already have in your stash. So basically this card is about using our Stamparatus and the hinge technique. So the first thing I'm going to do is, here's the Stamparatus here. I'm going to get out my amazing, you are amazing is something I actually say quite a lot. It's like a Julia phrase. So I'll just put now I've got my 2 lines ruled here for my cardstock. I did this card recently at a class. So I'm going to put my amazing there, stick my amazing in, and just put my stamp set underneath as a nice little surface to put it onto. Now I get all my bits and pieces here. I've done most of the die cutting ready for today. This card actually is, the starting point was our beautiful slimline envelopes, which we get in the annual catalogue, and you get 3 colours in the slimline envelopes. There's white, mint macaron, and smoky slate, which is the colour of our little girlfriend here. So that was my starting point. And then to create a card that fits exactly into these envelopes, I've just cut off the end of one of our sheets of cardstock because the 21 centimetres fits into it exactly. So my card is actually 21 by 9 centimetres wide. So your piece of cardstock is 18 by 21 and scored in half at 9 to create the card that fits into the envelope. Okay, righty, I'll just pop all my other stuff out of the way there until I need it. And put my cardstock in here. Add my magnet. Now I've taken to only using 1 magnet at a time because I've smashed quite a few when they jump together. Now to create my ombre rainbow of purples, I've used Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, Orchid Oasis twice, and then Starry Sky down the bottom. So I'm just going to ink up my amazing. And the beauty of the Stamparatus is that even if I don't do a very good job the first time, I can ink it up again, you know, just add a bit more pressure and it's in exactly the same place. So there's my first amazing. Now because I'm using a darker colour each time, I'm not going to be too worried about cleaning my stamp in between because I won't be tainting it with a lighter colour. So I've picked up my hinge, put it totally vertical, and then moved it down 1 notch on my hinge. I'm going to have to move that over so I don't knock my camera stand. I'm using Highland Heather, and then stamp there. And I think I do want another layer of Highland Heather. Just give it a bit more colour. There we go, that looks pretty good. Should I go? No, I won't go another layer because next colour I'm going to use is Gorgeous Grape. So once again I'll pick up my hinge and fold it down on the 3rd level, and then, oh, hello Monica. I keep peeking up at the camera above me every now and then to see if someone's here. So Gorgeous Grape this time, and then pick it up. That's looking pretty good. I seem to have a little mark on my stamp there, so I'm going to give it another go with my Gorgeous Grape. There we go, that's looking a bit better. And then pick up my hinge, take it down another level, and going for Orchid Oasis this time. And this is a nice new ink pad, so I know that it will ink up well once. And push push on my number little a. Aha, that's better. Oh, the beauty of the Stamparatus. And again with my Orchid Oasis. And give pressure all the way over. Move my magnet up the top. And just pull this up a bit. Move my hinge down one. And last of all, add some Starry Sky. It's a beautiful blue base in Starry Sky once. And my very last hinge. Whoops. Make sure you ink it up properly. And there we have it. Amazing, 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 amazing. Perfect use for the Stamparatus. I'm just going to pop that over there, out of the way. Close up my ink pads. Yes, I do. The Stamparatus is an amazing tool and perfect for this little occasion. Okay, so let's bring back in all our other bits and pieces here. All right, now, as I said, I've done most of the die cutting ready for you. I will have to stamp, just move all those little dudes, the inside of my card. And for this one, I'm doing this "Oh, you really are the best" stamp. But I just want to put "you really are the best." So the best way to do that is to use my coordinating Starry Sky marker. And this technique works the best with your red rubber stamps. It really does. And just colour with my brush tip end. Your markers all have a brush tip and a writing tip, which is a fine tip there. And then huff on it a bit and stamp that in the middle. You really are the best. Clean that one off. Okay. So I think that's all my stamping done for those two. What else have I got here in my little collection? Oh, I have to colour in my little cute little hippos. These are just totally adorable, these hippos. I made a card recently using the hippos and made little cows. If you're interested in that video, you can scroll back through my videos. Now, to create the little grass elements, the hippo dies here. There's 19 pieces. There's this little wavy one here. I measured the length of that die, cut my piece of cardstock exactly that length, and then I've just cut the die in sort of in the middle, and then I'm going to use one on the front and one on the inside of my card so that I've got twice the bang for my buck, if you know what I mean. Okay, now let's just grab my mat here, and I'm using mint macaron just for the leaf. Stampin' Blends, that was easy. Fresh Freesia, which is one of the colours I've used on my rainbow for her toenails, her fingernails, and her flower. Toenails, fingernails. There we go. Super cute. I'm using ivory for her belly and her face. Ivory comes, like all of our Stampin' Blends come in 2 tones of the same colour. Ivory comes with bronze. And it's a really good neutral colour to have in your collection. Works for so many things. And I'm just going to colour in all over her beautiful face there. A little bit in her ears. And just come around with a bit of shadow for her belly and a bit of shadow on her face there. Okay, and then the extra tone with the same colour is very, very subtle, but it does leave a nice little extra shadow. Look at that. I prefer to use the brush tip to colour because it gives lots of colour down quickly. Okay, a bit more shadow here on the side of her face, a bit more shadow on her belly. And then some light smoky slate for her body. I was colouring a whole bunch of these the other day and I forgot to colour the little tail. Silly, silly. And on her leg, on her other arm, the top of her head. Almost done. Sorry I'm taking so long. You can drink your cuppa while I'm colouring in here. Oh, I think I forgot to do her ears on the other one. Oops. And I better give her some grey on her ears. There we go, done. Rightio. Now I'm ready to put my card together, I believe. Okay, oh, you go over there. There's my big pile of stuff. So I'm going to put my Stamparatus Stamped Amazing onto my fresh freesia mat. The little border all the way around, and pop that on the front of my card. Oops. Oh goodness, I hope I don't run out. That'd be just lovely, wouldn't it? Okay, amazing, amazing, amazing. And then you really are the best. And this goes inside the card. Oops. Now I'm going to have a sticky bit on my desk. I'll have to rub that off. Okay, rub you off there. Now I'm just going to get my silicone mat and I'll start on the inside of the card, and I can use a bit of seal on this bit. Pop that down the bottom of my card here, and better have a look, see what I'm doing. I've got a couple of tufts of grass and some flowers and this little girl, and because it's the inside of the card I'll just use seal on her. She's walking, and then my least favorite adhesive, a little bit of, oh my goodness, look at all that, a little bit of liquid glue, and I'll just pop a bit of glue on the back of all of these so that they're ready to go. I think I cut a lot more than I needed, but anyway, it'll be a sweet little flowery card. I must be sticky. Everything's sticking to me. There we go, one there, and a big one. There you go. So that's her done on the outside. Now it's time for the front piece. Oops, one more there. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Pop a little bit on the back of this. And I'm going to pop that one in between my last two amazings. Get my little tufts of grass. The dies, I should bring them in so you can have a look at them while I'm doing this, have so many fun potential images with these little hippos. You've probably seen lots of them. There's a little umbrella, wash tub, a boat, a rudder for the boat, hearts, sunglasses, life ring, snorkel, and you can goggles for the snorkel as well, a little party hat, and these flowers and tufts of grass have been the one I've used most frequently, probably because I just find them easy to use. Okay, one there, one there, just hanging off the side. I love things just crashing through the layers. Okay, before I put any flowers on, I'm just going to add my little girl with some dimensionals. And I've got some edge pieces here I can use up. There we go. Pop her there in the middle. Isn't she adorable with her sweet little smile and sweet little flower? And lots of flowers to add. One day I'm going to learn how to use tweezers neatly. I'm a bit useless at them, really. Okay, there we go. And then my UR I actually want to put on dimensionals too, but I need to find my mini dimensionals for that. Let me have a look. I think I've all got big ones. Okay, well, because I don't have minis, I'll just trim a little bit here with that nice skinny pieces to put my UR up a little bit higher. There's one there. And one there. There we go. And you are amazing. Isn't that a lovely card? And final touch is some beautiful glossy dots. These glossy dots are Melon Membo, Gorgeous Grape, Daffodil Delight and Pool Party. And I actually used Melon Membo on this one here, but you could also use Gorgeous Grape. They're just beautifully fun and bright and cheerful. Add one in the center of the flower and one more over here. There we go. My amazing card. Well, my little girl is actually amazing. But I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you can see the potential in using this great stamp set with the Stamparatus. It has such fun greetings that you can use for so many occasions. Thank you so much for joining me. Oops, sorry, I didn't realise it was dark down the bottom. There you go. Thank you, Monica. I love it too. I was so excited when she came to being. See you next time.